USVI Governor Albert Bryan Jr. spent last week in Washington, D.C. working to push forward the federal needs of the U.S. Virgin Islands. He met with key members of Congress and the territory's lobbying team to build strong partnerships. His focus remained on making certain that the Virgin Islands' needs are heard and addressed in the new Congress and under the incoming Trump administration. Here's the latest from the governor.
Hi, Virgin Islanders at home and definitely abroad. This is your Governor Albert Bryan Jr. reporting in from Washington, D.C., where we've had a very, very cold but a very, very productive week. And we're up here right now to mainly make sure that we're aligning ourselves with what's going to be happening in the new Congress. Reacquainting ourselves with our friends who we know are going to be returning to Congress and pushing forth our issue. Number one issue, our rum cover over. We're making sure that we are included in the tax bill that moves. We expect that bill to move sometimes next year, hopefully before August. And that will put the $3.50 back into our rum cover over retroactively, and that's what's most important about that, retroactively. So that's about $80 million that will be contributed to the government employees' retirement system. Second on our agenda is our refinery in St. Croix. We've been having a lot of problems with the EPA, with the Biden administration, the regional director and administrator, mostly Mr. Regan. Now that we're going to have a new president, new people coming into the department, we hope that we can negotiate a startup for the refinery that's safe, first of all, for our people, but doable in terms of being able to make that refinery productive again. Thirdly, the National Park Service. That's a big issue for us, and we've been working on this for quite some time, making sure that we have those roadways and access on the island of St. John, and that people can get to the land. Land has been landlocked on that island for a long time now. Overall, we just want to have a better relationship with the Park Service. And there are plenty of other issues, of course, Medicaid, visa, with the temporary visas, allowing people to come from islands in the Caribbean into our economy and prosper, go to work, be able to visit the hospital or their friends and family. That's very important to us as well. As there's some 2.5 million tourists that don't come to the Virgin Islands because they can't clear quickly enough. So those are immigration issues. I think immigration is going to be a big piece of the upcoming administration. So we're addressing those. And one of the things I really am proud of and that we were able to do, we were able to meet with the governor-elect of Puerto Rico, Jennifer Gonzalez, this week. Why? Puerto Rico is important to our tourism product. With the home porting in Puerto Rico, cruise ships make their first stop in St. Thomas and St. Croix. Reconnecting with Puerto Rico on energy, as you know, WAPA is my #1 priority. Puerto Rico has their share of problems, and she's committed to getting them done. We've made tremendous progress in the recovery. They're doing some too. We have now Army Corps of Engineers with an office on Puerto Rico, so we get special attention in the Virgin Islands, as we are the only 2 region states in the district. So also coming to Washington was important because we wanted to sit down with the delegate, her staff, our lobbyists, and really align what we're going to be doing in this next administration. Who she's going to talk to, who am I going to talk to, how do we split up the work, and how do we make it most effective for the people of the Virgin Islands. So it's been a really great week here in Washington, D.C. It was good catching up with Senator Angus King, who is a longtime visitor and resident of Water Island, getting him apprised of our issues. Senator Warnock, we had a great visit with him out of Atlanta, good friend of the Virgin Islands as well. Getting to know them and they getting to know our issues is very important. So, like I said, it's been cold, but it's been productive here in Washington. So looking forward to getting back to you and the sun, and I'll see you soon. Love you.
And as he mentioned, while in the nation's capital, Bryan met up with Puerto Rico Governor-elect Jennifer Gonzalez Colon, the pair taking this time to discuss the USVI and Puerto Rico's shared federal priorities. With deep cultural and familial ties, the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico continue to work together to advance mutual interests.